and provides same videos. Hold on, I gotta check the damn phone. It's going off the hook. Never mind. So we do need more ledgers, so let's take a look at this. As you see, it's green, so that's fine. What else do they need? They are fine, and they obviously need, of course, ledgers, while one cries the other one as well. So let's produce more power. Manufacturing is -1, so we need our second. You can see second already manufacturing is being required, so we got to go to our town that requires manufacturing, which again in turn requires now executives. So that's a pretty big step, and I wouldn't switch to executives unless you have like a good 20,000 profit, because it's going to cost you to get all those ledgers up and running. Let's just check what we're doing here. 5% workers unemployment, so that should be sucked up pretty nicely, and that's sort of okay so far. It should balance out pretty soon if it's not already. There's a little bit higher than expected, but we can always put down a little more heavy industry, and that should deal with that. So the rest should be absorbed into this, if not a little bit too much. But who said there's anything bad about producing a lot of heavy industry? So 3, 4, yeah, we'll probably need one more block of skilled workers. So one more block of skilled workers. Manufacturing, of course, is going to drop. Business hotels are required. So business hotels are required because of our offices. Once we get rid of those offices, it should be fine. So we do have enough now cash, you can say, to start off with our executives and upgrade our heavy industry to high density heavy industry, you know, and specialize in our high tech heavy industry. But I won't be doing that yet because, of course, high density heavy industry is going to require a lot of manufacturing. So I'd still sort of try to balance that out in some sense of a way. So we are producing a lot of food so we can supply everybody with food, and I do have cash. And remember, this is my electricity town and my fuel town, so this place should have enough cash, and I mean enough cash to produce also electricity for me. And so far the 20,000 might be enough to get my executives on, but it won't be enough to pull my electricity needs, because every electricity is going to cost me like 5,000. So that is a sort of dilemma here. But let's see. So I'm gonna jump back, and we are gonna need our manufacturing town, another heavy town. So of course manufacturing does require oil, so we are gonna need oil. That's water. That is oil, I presume. Fuel, yeah. The Oasis, flat 30%. That's not very good. 60, 70. The Rocky Desert, we have it again. Excellent. So this is gonna be our oil. Actually no, let's make this our manufacturing, our oil and our waste. Remember, we need to get rid of our waste. So yep, won't really be requiring on oil that much, remember, because we are going to be specializing that town in oil. So in a way this is going to be manufacturing and oil, so let's put oil last. Okay, there we go. And here we are, the same principle. I'm gonna produce build it up like that. It's a pretty long ass road, a little bit too long. Remember, you're gonna have to pay upkeep. I'm paying just 512 just to keep my roads going. I'm not doing anything. So this is gonna be manufacturing. Let's take a look at manufacturing. What does manufacturing require? Unskilled and skilled, and medium already requires execs. So low density requires unskilled and skilled. So let's stick with that so far. we are going to have our unskilled here. Come on. Nope. God damn it. Unskilled, you gotta right click the road and then cancel it so the road pops up. Very dumb thing, I don't know why they made it that way, but never mind. Place down our city hall somewhere substantially higher. City hall is there, so we're skilled. Okay, and then our manufacturing. Remember, they do need shops, so I think medium requires the skilled and unskilled, so 1, 2, and then you're gonna have 1, 2. Should come online pretty quickly. Ah yeah, we forgot of course our utilities, as always. Stick it there. That should get everything started up, so finally economy's up and running. Let's speed it up a bit. And available jobs. So far so good. There we go. Manufacturing is coming on, so... What about the workers? Unemployment. Speed it up a little bit more. Let's fill them up. And then we can export them. Finally, the manufacturing. And maybe import a little bit of oil, but we'll see how our oil production goes in that town. I do believe it should be substantially enough to even supply this one, but having 2 heavy towns is, I do believe, the minimum, because supporting an oil industry here is going to be pretty hefty, so... This is manufacturing, I presume. Yeah, so manufacturing is high, heavy industry is little. So what we're going to do now, of course, we're going to switch to our... where is it? Heavy industry. Heavy industry and oil. And they require 1, and manufacturing, they require 1. So there we go. Everybody's happy. As you can see, heavy industry just came in time. We have 1+. Consumption 1.8, production 1, but that's fine. Let's take a look. And available jobs we have a lot, and no place. So, we shall expand. Maybe 2 blocks this time. I do think this might not work though, but remember, I never really got that far to get... I got to around 150-200,000 population, and then I reformatted my computer and I lost the saves, so... Anyways, I learned a lot by that time, so hopefully I'll test it out. I don't think it might support 3, because remember, I'm going to produce manufacturing and waste here, so 2 might. I don't know if it'll be able to support manufacturing, waste and oil. So I do believe it can support 1 industry and 1 sort of resource, so... Because that, of course, industry is going to be hopefully giving the income for that resource. What do they need? Yeah, here come the demands now. When they're not growing, you know they need something, so you just click on it, so it's pretty easy. It's the game is pretty easy. You just gotta. It's a balancing game. Really, all you do is just balancing it out. That's all you do. There's nothing really to it. You just keep balancing one thing to another. So, what do they need? Ledgers, health, and shops. So, these shops aren't enough. Let's get the shops up. We get tax from shops. So, I'd prefer to get money first. So that's 1, 2, 3. You know, and shops coming online. Let's just get rid of this. And what was it? Ledgers and health. Okay. So city services. It means if they need health, the other ones need health. Don't ever choose the first health. Always choose the second, because the first one is a high requisite for health. So I do presume here they're also whining about shops. No, just ledgers now. So we're gonna give them ledgers as well. Okay. My city services here, and let's get it done. Where is their ledgers? There we go. 1 and 1. Let's take a look at our economy. Passengers, offices -1, skilled workers 2 and 1. So let's start importing offices from our offices town, agriculture offices. Of course, our offices town is not having extra offices because it's exporting to OmniCorp. So we're going to stop exporting offices to OmniCorp and start importing in here. We have manufacturing. There we go. So what's wrong with you? Unemployment. Yeah, life's a bitch. Heavy industry, medium, requires executive. No, this is manufacturing. What am I doing? Manufacturing. We are just manufacturing here. Okay. Skilled workers. Yeah, you can see when it's 10%, it's a little bit too high for unemployment. It's not really required. Not a happy thing to do. So. Remember, this is our waste town as well, so expect to deal with waste, and waste costs a pretty penny. So our manufacturing got to be pretty up to speed. And I do believe we could start getting our executives in line. So executives are going to be here, probably somewhere here, and elites are going to be somewhere here. Remember, I'm going to have those highways flying down there. You know, this is what I presume. I never really actually reached to that stage yet, but I reached pretty close to it. I already had those 5 actual specialized towns up and running, so unfortunately when I formatted I never bothered saving my saved files, so we still have more unemployment. But we are overproducing manufacturing, so let's export that to make as much money as possible. Okay, and now I would move into elites, executives. So of course I'm going to move into executives here, upgrade my manufacturing to support executives, and upgrade my offices to support executives, and upgrade my heavy industry to support executives. And then I'm going to move up 1 level and re-upgrade all that again. And before I do that, remember, I need to also deal with the waste here. So first of all, let me line out where I expect the main highways to be, so I don't come close to it. I'm gonna just I know intersections aren't good, but I'll do it this way, like that, because the less intersections you have on the main road, the better. It doesn't slow down the traffic as much. So like this, at least I'll know where the highways are going to be flying down. So we are so far so good. Now let's produce our waste treatment plant. So waste treatment is going to be going upwards, and again, try to get the roads. It's weird, sometimes it's funny. See, I'm trying to get the building on the right side And when I try that tactic, it doesn't do it, so hold on. It does weird stuff. Again, remember when you specialize and stuff, make sure to keep spaces between it. So let's try it again. Waste. Very weird. Never mind. The waste, the size doesn't really matter, so there's no point in building it massive. You still pay the same amount, as you can see. Size doesn't matter here. I presume Goals would have something to say in regards to that, but never mind. That's 5. That's pretty hefty penny. Hold on, let's build one more actually. And connected by our road here. Remember, more space, because I might put specialized buildings down to deal with that as well. Of course, some money is going to go to shit, but now we are having a lot of waste treatment, which we can export, as a waste is going to be quite a big issue later on, so we have waste +1. And of course, as we produce our manufacturing, that'll give us more income, so we can produce more of the waste treatment plants, which again we can specialize by putting down the units. So remember, you got to have one sort of industry, being manufacturing, heavy industry. Let's put it this way: you're gonna need either, well, you can't really rely on commerce. You're gonna need either heavy industry, manufacturing, high tech, or offices to give you the income to deal with one specialization, because specializations cost you. Yes, they might not give you that much money back, but again, they sort of do equal out once you get them specialized, especially once you get the specialization buildings, which really increase the amount of bonuses they have and the trade tokens. It sort of breaks even. You'll be happy to break even with specialization buildings. You know, this is in accordance to my experience. It's really nice that you can break them even so far. And we do have to upgrade once we do reach a certain amount of sizes with the actual, as you can see here, the city management. So medium will be 3,000, so we could monthly cost 5, and then we can switch to medium will be 3. So tax satisfaction 75%, and when we do increase it, it might go up, so you might have 100%, but so far, even all the money, I'm not producing a lot, so even if it makes it 100%, I won't still be, it'll probably break even, so there's no point in increasing that. Until the tax satisfaction really goes down, I won't increase it, but just for sake of trying it out, so let's try it out. So here we go, we have unskilled and skilled 3,000. Let's click 3,000, we have upgraded now, it's upgrading, and it has upgraded now. Can we downgrade? Yes, we can downgrade, but let's look at our tax satisfaction now. Average satisfaction, 79, 75, and employee satisfaction. How much unemployment we have? Hold on. Oh, that's pretty high. Okay. Let's do more manufacturing then, and deal with that later. That should absorb most of the stuff. They should go down pretty well. Might need 2 more blocks, I do believe. Yes, we do. 1 more, that's for sure. 18%. We're gonna have to export manufacturing, I presume. Where's our manufacturing? No, not yet. Heavy industry -1. That's a wonderful thing to see. So heavy industry and oil -1. Give me more heavy industry. How are we doing? It's going a little down, not too much, but a little. Still a little bit high, so yes, we did require 2 more. This should sort of do it. Get to that unemployment at least below 10%. So that should be fine. 3%, and we're gonna probably need a little bit more of unskilled workers. Unskilled workers. Obviously, I think now they're gonna be bitching and whining. They're gonna need more stuff. So let's see. Our population did increase substantially. Education. There you go. So utilities, city services, education, la di da di da. Those are our shops, so that's education there. And those are our shops. So that's education there. And leisure, they need culture now. We don't have culture, leisure. Leisure. So, electricity, as you can see, we require electricity -1, but we can import electricity because I do believe we have produced more electricity in our other towns. So, heavy industry, electricity. We were exporting it then, weren't we? Offices, we need more offices. That's brilliant. So, agriculture, Omnicorp, reduce offices. Go to heavy industry, high tech, no. High industry, oil, no, was manufacturing, manufacturing. There we go, offices 1. Okay, and then we go to manufacturing, waste and oil, no. Waste, high tech, no, high tech, oil, and then we should go to Omnicorp. I do presume we should have electricity, no? Exporting, no? No, no electricity. No electricity at all. I did think one of our... There it is, no, that's the one that we're at now. Nothing. Nothing. Water. We just have 1 water. So let's take a look at our tax satisfaction and average satisfaction so we can see what the actual effect of the city hall is. As you can see, it does give that landmark effect. So you have average satisfaction 87, 75, inhabitants 187, 75. So 185 and 75. So average satisfaction is a little higher when you're closer to the place. Unemployment. How much is unemployment? Just a teeny weeny bit. Life's a bitch. So 87, 100. 87, 100. And 75, 70, 75, 87, 100. And here, electricity is low, but otherwise it's satisfaction 75. Let's change this now to City Hall, small one. And let's take a look at what effect that has. 85, 75. 75, 87. $75. So not really such a great effect currently, but interesting to see how exactly City Hall plays in upgrading and downgrading it, because so far I'm not seeing a great impact of the City Hall. Anyways, I'm gonna end it now, and I'll see you guys in a continuation. Bye.